up, everybody? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays for this Tuesday, January 20th, 2026. I am your host, Russ Williams. I'm so glad you could be here, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, I know you could have been anywhere in this world today. But you decided to be here with me. And I appreciate that. And more importantly, I appreciate you. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, guys, you know, we have an action-packed show, but before I start the show, I always like to state my intentions. And my intention is to give you the opportunity to laugh, smile, think, and engage in honest conversations about your life, about life's transitions, and beyond. That is what we do here on Transition Tuesdays. Also, what we do is, when you come on, and again, when you come on, I'm going to shout you out. So make sure you just, type a little something in that little comment bar there as well, okay? So I'm so glad you guys can make it today. I'm so glad. I got to give you guys some soul claps for being here today. Got to give you guys some soul claps. Soul claps. Yeah, because you made it. You made it here in your tough day today. I'm sure you had a tough day, but just kick back and relax as we have some fun, okay? As we always do here on Transition Tuesdays. All righty? Let's see if anybody on the check-in yet. Not yet. That's okay. All righty. So, in transition news today, Indiana University wins the 2016 college football national championship, or in other words, as Natty. All right? IU, okay, the Hoosiers defeated the University of Miami, by the score of 27-21. IU finished this year as the #1 ranked team. A couple of accolades, a couple of accomplishments that IU has done this year. You got Fernando Mendoza winning the Heisman Trophy this year. The award going to the best player in the nation, college football. He also won the Offensive Player of the Year in the national championship game. Indiana University's team won 3 bowl games in this 12-team playoff era. They finished the year at 16-0, not a loss, okay? A perfect season, which is one of the 5 greatest seasons in any team sport, in the history of team sports, in any team sport. Man. And one thing, I tell you what, guys, I love what this quarterback, Fernando Mendoza, stands for. Man, I think the kid is a brilliant kid. He's a man of faith. He's a humble soul, as you can see with all the interviews, as his mom has MS, and he dedicated the Heisman Trophy to her. This guy is a quote-unquote football nerd. This guy is very intelligent. Very intelligent. I don't like using that word articulate. Very intelligent. And he's like one of the guys on the successful team. He goes out, has fun with his teammates, offensive linemen. I think they go and have beers after the game and the whole nine. And they go out there and they celebrate. They absolutely celebrate, man. They celebrate. They do a great job with that. So, Transition Army, I got to ask you guys, is this IU championship a one and done type of thing, meaning they're only going to have one championship and that'll be it? Or can they have multiple national championships? What do you guys think? Again, I'll repeat that. Transition Army, is this IU championship that they just won a national championship, is this a one and done thing? Or can they win multiple national championships with this team in this run? What do you guys think there? What do you guys think about that as well? Okay? I would like to know. And I can start here. I think this is going to be a concurrent type of thing. I think they're going to, it's tough to repeat. You always say as an athlete, hey, I'm going to get back there. We're new in this process. We're going to be back here every year. It usually doesn't happen that way. But again, the way this team is built with Netty, the head coach, who's only been in IU for 1 year, came from James Madison, really turned the program around. And I think the way they're situated with this NIL, situation, I think they're poised to make a great run. And I fell in love with this team at first when I saw a piece on them maybe a couple weeks ago on 60 Minutes. I was sold then. how what they did, they took Indiana University, was known as a predominantly basketball school, and now it's a football school, national powerhouse, and now national champions. And speaking of champions, we got on the check, and we got Felicia checking in from The Rock. What's going on, Felicia? Welcome to Transition Tuesdays. Welcome, 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 Mrs. Sweetness. Welcome to you. Speaking of greatness, we have one right there. Appreciate you, sweetie. So yeah, I think this is a run. This is a run that they can really withstand, and they can really keep going and going. They can really keep going and going. Oh, and I'll be remiss, guys. I want to give a shout out to the all-time winningest player in Manhattan University history, the big fella, Jamal Marshall, as we all call him, as I call Jamal Marshall. I call him Lord Jamal, not for the brand newbies, but yeah, I call him Lord Jamal, Lord J. Man, I know he's on the mend. Jamal, I know you're on the mend, my brother. I'm wishing you a speedy recovery, all right? We got some things to do, Jamal, so wishing you a speedy recovery, brother. I love you, man. You know, Godspeed, everything's going to be okay, man. So I just had to have that major shout out to the all-time winningest player in the history of Manhattan University, Jamal Marshall. As Jamal always states, when you still talk to Jamal, Jamal used to always say, hey, look, I'm number 54 in your program. I'm number 54 in your program, but number 1 in your hearts. That was Jamal. That's Jamal Marshall. So shout out to you, big fella. Shout out to you. Also on the check-in, we got Dee Dee checking in from Jersey on the check-in. What's going on, Dee Dee? Welcome, welcome, welcome. All righty. And she says, hey, family. Hey, family. Yes, yes. So, yeah, we're going to see about this Indiana University. And, again, I fell in love with this Mendoza guy, man. This guy's going to be the first player chosen in the draft. His brother plays at IU as well. And I just saw this brother's going to transfer, probably going to play somewhere else, because I'm sure they're going to bring in, you know, with the NIL and them win national championship, they're probably going to bring in another major quarterback, I would imagine. So maybe that's why the brother transferred. But, again, Mendoza comes from a great family. It's from Miami, and they won the Natty there. You know what I mean? So that had to be historic as well. Oh, man, the guy speaks so well. Very intelligent. Don't use the word articulate, right? And, man, he just seems like a pleasant young man. Pleasant young man. He got all the attributes, too. Big guy, strong guy. You know, got a good arm and everything. A knowledge for the game, a head for the game, and he should go far. So shout out to IU, the Hoosiers. Not just known for basketball anymore. Now it's your national champs in football. So that's a really cool thing. Really cool thing. Let's see. Oh, okay, so Dee says, hey, sissy. Then Felicia says, many thanks to you, our sister-in-law Dolores, and cousin Corliss for all help yesterday in Harlem. Yes, and I got to thank you there, Didi, for that too, man. You know, with an eventful day, we got a lot of things done, and I thank you so much, Didi, and I'm so proud to be your brother-in-law. I'll tell you that. Yeah, man, shoot, yes. As Felicia says, my favorite sister-in-law. Mine's too. Mine's too. So, yeah, man. So, you know, we're going to check and see what's up with IU. Coming years, I think they got enough in them, and I think they're going to withstand this, and I think they're going to continue wrecking shop in college football. I think that continues. That continues. And now, speaking of continue, I got bonus transition news. Bonus transition news on the presses right here. Bonus transition news. You want to know what that news is? Would you like to know what that bonus transition news is? Would you like to know? Would you like to know? Okay. I'm going to tell you what it is. See if anybody's checking in. All right. Now, number 47 marks first year of his second term at the White House briefing. This took place today. On this Transition Tuesday, as I always say, something always goes down on a Transition Tuesday, right? So on this Transition Tuesday, number 47 brought out a book. It looked like he had a book, like a manual of all his accomplishments in his first year of his second term. It's like a thick book, right? So I'll be able to summarize what took place during this White House briefing. So number 47, first off, he spoke for nearly 2 hours, just briefing the gallery there. He emphasized his crackdown on immigration. He had pictures of who ICE brought down. you know, and convictions of these people. That's what's going on with immigration and ICE. And he's quoted as saying this. He says, I think we have done a much better job than we are able to promote. We are not promoting. We are doing a great job, and we sort of letting the promotion take care of itself. So this was him saying that we're not promoting, but actually we are. And this was at this briefing that took place 2 hours, nearly 2 hours. Also, number 47, also bashed former President Joe Biden all throughout this White House briefing, saying, and I quote, Biden was the worst U.S. president ever. Sleepy Joe, as he affectionately calls him. So transition on. I got to ask you guys the question. As America marks the 1 year anniversary on this day, on this Transition Tuesday, January 20th, right? America marks the 1 year anniversary of number 42nd, second term in the White House. How do you think, Transition Army, how do you think this president is doing? This president of these United/divided states, how do you think this president is doing in his second term on this Transition Tuesdays? I want to hear from you guys. And again, I'll look here, see if anybody's commenting. If not, I'll make a comment. So this press conference was very weird about the accomplishments, lasting 2 hours. When there was no guardrails to the press conference at all. It just went every which way but loose. And you know, do I think he's doing a good job? You know how I feel about number 47. No, I don't think. I think we're not in a better place 1 year later. This is my opinion. What's your opinion on it? But yeah, it was just like totally unhinged. As Didi says, not good at all. Felicia says, I can't comment. And Felicia says, and I try not to watch the news. Yep, I don't blame you either. And I'll give you guys a little tip too about watching news. You should never watch the news before you go to sleep. And you should never watch the news as soon as you wake up. Little tip for me, you guys, for your mental health. That's a little tip. Recommend you do not watch the news before you go to sleep, and do not wake up to the news, okay? And when you find yourself doing these things and not doing these things, you're going to see how much better you're going to feel. Take it from me. Telling you. I am telling you. But yeah, man, we're going to see, again, this is the first year on this, this is the 1 year anniversary of year one of this presidency, his second term. And again, you know, I'm really curious. How is he doing for you? Are you better off this year than you were last year? I guess only you can answer that question and not me. So, you know, I digress, and we will move on to bigger and better things. Let's see what we got. Selector. Hey. Hey. All right. As Didi says, great advice. Thank you so much, sister-in-law. Thank you so much. So, ladies and gentlemen, if we were able to make you laugh, smile, and think during this broadcast, my good friends, you have accomplished something major today. So celebrate your victory. Celebrate your victory. You made it here, right? On this January 20th, okay? You know something always goes down on this Transition Tuesdays. Celebrate that victory, all right? So, you can watch this show and our past shows on our YouTube channel, Transition Tuesday. So make sure you like and subscribe before you leave the channel. I would greatly appreciate that. You can check me out if you don't follow me on Instagram at Russ Will Transitions. That's Russ Will Transitions with an S. Like I always say, you follow me and I'll definitely follow you back. Join us on TikTok at Russ Williams, the number 11. That's Russ Williams, the number 11, like how my jersey is hanging up there, over there. See that? Over there, right? Okay. Yes. Follow us there, man. We're having a great time there. Shout out to our corporate sponsor, Sweet Candy Cafe, located in downtown Lumberton, North Carolina, the home of Southern Sweetness. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, show's about to end. So, after the show, I want you to make sure you go on to sweetcandycafe.com to order your confectionery goodies. Your taste buds will thank you. Your taste buds will thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, Transition Army, as we say in parting, happy transitioning, and we'll speak to you soon. Take care, everybody. God bless.